Hey, good morning, channel, and welcome back. Today is Friday, July 5th, the holiday weekend, July 4th. I hope you guys had a great day yesterday. I know I did. I call it the F holiday because you got family, you got friends, you got food, you got fun, and you got fireworks. It's the F holiday. Anyway, hope you guys had a great time. I did. A couple things I want to touch on today. This morning I got up early and was watching a few YouTube videos and came across Ryder One's latest video where he cleans his bike with a waterless system. It's pretty interesting products and how he does that, so go check that out. He also lifts his bike up on his new lift called Big Blue. That's an interesting device. Anyway, go check that out. So I'm here in my garage this morning before it gets too hot. It's early in the morning. I have my garage door closed because we have a problem with mosquitoes around here. If I had that garage door open, I'd be covered with them. They love me. I don't know what it is. Mosquitoes love me. Anyway, a few things I want to get done today. So here we go. I am still in the market for some riding gear, specifically pants, but if it's got a jacket that matches, I might do that too. You get overwhelmed. So far, I've just been looking online in different places and getting recommendations from a few people. And there's just so much out there to choose from. And the prices range from, they get low enough where you think you can afford them, but you're kind of concerned about the quality, to, I've been looking at Climb. Good gracious, it's so expensive. The quality's there, but that's a lot of money to spend on a pair of pants. Seriously. I get it. They're there to save your life. But I don't know. I'm still looking. I do want breathability. I want airflow more than anything because this is something I want to wear in the heat, because here in Texas, most of the year we have heat. So looking for that. I want durability. I would love to have, CE level 2 armor in it. Some have CE level 1. And then some, they're not the right color, because there is a certain color I want. And wow, it's just every time you think you find something that you like, there's something about it that you don't. So the search continues, and I can tell you it's going to take going to one of these shops and having it in my hand before I really make a decision. So there's a little update on that. All right, next, a public service announcement. This may be common sense, but I need to say it. I watched a video a few days ago where a guy had a new Goldwing, and he was backing it out of his garage, and he folded his mirrors in to get it through the space he had to get it out of his garage. Well, then he got on the bike and proceeded to do some sort of U-turns in his driveway, but he didn't fold out his mirrors, guys, and that is dangerous. That right side mirror, if you fold it in and then you make a left turn, your handlebar and your brake lever is going to hit that mirror, and it is going to stop that bike on a dime, and you're going over. That's what happened to him. So public service announcement: if you are on your bike and you fold it in your mirrors, I never see a need to fold in my mirrors really, but if you do, okay, just make sure before you turn that bike on, you got those mirrors folded right back out, because wow, that ended badly for him. Expensive bag replacement, and because he tipped over in his driveway and scratched up the paint on a lot of things. So public service announcement there: make sure and get those mirrors folded out. All right, and I'm excited to try out something new, maybe in this video if I can get out later today. I was having coffee with Cruiseman the other morning, and he mentioned to me that you can Bluetooth connect your helmet, your Sena communication device, directly to this camera, the Insta360 Ace Pro, or the Insta360 X4, whatever you have. So I tried it in the house, and it worked. I could connect, and I got my helmet, I talked into it, and the best thing about it is it accepts voice commands. So where before I was having to reach up and, on a freeway or whatever and turn the camera on, taking my hand off the handlebars, now I believe I can just use voice commands to operate this camera. through the microphone in my helmet. That is so cool. I'm going to try that out. I am curious what the audio is going to be like, because I'm going to talk through it too, which means I don't have to connect this thing in my helmet anymore. I don't have to connect the receiver to the camera anymore, which, by the way, when you do that, renders it unwaterproof. The waterproofness of it goes away whenever you connect the camera, because you have to open a door to get that connection in. And now you've opened a door to the elements, a watertight door to the elements. So I no longer have to do that. That's cool. I'm going to try that out. I want to see what the audio is like. I believe Cruiseman's already put out a video where he's done that, and the audio sounded pretty good. So I'm excited to give that a try. And last but not least, I'm about to, this morning, spend some time to install something new on my bike, a cool little accessory. These turn signals, sequential running lights, daytime running lights, sequential turn signals for the front of the mirror, one for each side. I think they look pretty cool. Cruiseman's had these on his bike for a long time. I know a lot of folks ride with these. They just add a little bit of flair over the stock turn signals on your mirrors, and they're easy to install. It's a plug and play to existing hardware in there, so shouldn't take long. Because of the blind spot detection indicators that I have installed on this bike, I really can't take the mirror off and without a lot of work take the mirror off. Well, I can't, because the blind spot indicators are taped down. So if I'm going to work on the mirrors, they have to be in proximity of where they're hanging right now. So I'll have to get a table out and put it close to the bike, because the wires from those indicators are, you know, holding that, sort of tethering that mirror to the bike. That's an issue if you're thinking about those blind spot that blind spot monitoring system. It's a great system. I love it. It works well. I'm glad I have it on there, but it does have some limitations, and this is one of them. If you're working on your mirror, you got to work locally. You can't take your mirror off, walk over the other side of the garage and do what you need to do on it. So I'm going to set up a table next to the bike, and we're going to work on it right there. But I'm going to get these installed. I think they're going to be cool. I'll show you in a minute. Be right back. All right, this is the stock turn signals on the front side of the mirror. Let's turn these things on and see how they look and how they operate. All right, that's the standard look when they're on. I'm sorry if the video is flashing. Sometimes when you video a light, it's got sort of a rolling flash to it because of the shutter speed and whatever. Not sure if that's going on here, but anyway, take my word for it, that's a solid amber light. So let's turn on the turn signal, see what happens. Okay, it's very simply a just, you know, flash. Turns on, turns off when you have your turn signal on. All right, let's get these others installed and then I'll show you the difference. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You can see I've got my mirror off, and while the stock wiring has a connector that comes loose, this tiny wire, which is my blind spot monitoring system, does not have a connector. I might think about splicing this in two and putting a Wago connector or something in there so I can take this all the way off. I don't know. I'll figure that out. All right, this is where I am now, guys. As you can see, this cord to the blind spot detection is attached to this plastic, which is an integral part of this. So you really got to work locally near the bike. So I've taken the mirror off. I've taken the mirror apart. If you guys would like to know how that's done, it's not that difficult. Cruiseman has a video out there on exactly how to do that. Go check it out. Anyway, now we're down to this turn signal. It is held in by a couple screws here. One there, probably just one, once you got the plastic off. So I'm going to undo the screw. This thing ought to come right out. We're just going to take the wire out. First of all, I've got to get, before I do that, this wire is held together right here See if you can see it. Yeah. That brown clip is holding the wire in. So you just take a pair of needle nose pliers, squeeze that together, and you can get that clip out. Okay, after a little trial and error getting that whole piece back together and in place along with this action mount. Oh, it takes some memory. Anyway, got it all back together the right way. It is already hot in this garage. I am sweating, so apologize for that. But here it is, folks. This is what it looks like. Let's turn it on and see how it works. Ooh, daytime running light. Very nice. Let's turn on the turn signal. Now that is great all by itself, but also this windshield light that is an integrated turn signal seems to flow right into it. That is awesome. Very nice add. Good upgrade from the existing stock. So cool. All right, let's get the other one done. Okay, channel, both of them installed. I tell you what, there is a finite number of times you can tear into a bike. I'm not there yet, but I know there is. Things are just, you know, the more you take screws out and put them back in, the more you take tub wear off and put it back on, you're going to break a tab here and there. There is a finite amount of times you can dig into this bike. Okay, let's try them out. There we go with the daytime running lights. Sorry, that's my Van-True dash cam that likes to ding at me every time I turn the bike on. Fix that, Van-True. I don't need to hear the ding. Anyway, there it is. Daytime running lights. Left turn signal. So cool. All right, right turn signal. Yeah, that's working well too. So awesome. Let's see about hazards. Awesome. They also work in tandem with my daytime running lights and turn signal, integrated turn signal cowl lights down below. Ugh. I am an electric light parade from the front. Okay, guys. I think now, maybe, if I can get a ride in before the rains come today, we're going to try out that helmet-to-camera communication, see how that works. Thanks for joining me on this install. Stick around. Let's see how this camera-to-helmet communication works out. Oh, and by the way, if anybody is interested, you guys know I sold my Utopia backrest, so that's gone. But I now have stock turn signals. If anybody needs stock turn signals, you can get a real bargain on these. So message me in the description below or email me at robertwhitephotography@gmail.com. robertwhitephotography@gmail.com. Just send me an email. Anyway, got a set now of the stock turn signals, almost brand new, a year old. I keep them super clean. You know how I keep my bike. Anyway, those are available. Also, if anybody would like a sort of scratched stock Honda seat, nothing's been done to it other than, you know, some scratches, but I mean, it hadn't been modified. If you want to take it to Wingsoft and get it stuffed, and you know, it might be an option for you. If you're in the market for a cheap stock 2018 plus Honda Goldwing seat, I've got one I can get you. So email me on that. We'll make a deal on that. What else do I have? Oh, yeah. If any of you guys are moto vloggers and you need a B-roll camera or a second or third angle camera, I have a GoPro Hero 7 that still takes excellent video with excellent stabilization. I've got the camera, the batteries, the box, the connections. I might even throw in some GoPro mounts, just the plastic mounts that you can buy a million for 10 bucks on Amazon. I've got a few of those. I'll throw those in the box too. If anybody's interested in my GoPro Hero 7 give me a shout out in the comments or email, and we can work a deal on that too. So just hate to throw any of this stuff away. I'd like for it to go to a good home somewhere. So that's my garage sale speech for the day. Let's go see if the helmet communication works out. I'm excited about that. Back in a second.
Okay guys, I have connected my helmet to this Insta360 Ace Pro camera, and I have no Rode wireless mic set up. I am talking directly through the microphone for my scenic communication in this helmet to the camera. We're going to see how this works. This could be a very good solution if the audio is good. So we're going to try it out. I know when we have in the past, or when I have in the past, closed my face shield, the treble kind of goes away, all the bass stays, and it's really muffled. Not much I can do with my voice there, and I do need my shield closed at times when I'm on the freeway. But I think I can, in post-processing, lift the treble on that audio and make my voice sound a little better. So I've got the new integrated turn signals, daytime running lights, and the mirrors installed, and out running with that. And oh my gosh, since I worked on my mirrors, they are pointing all kinds of directions. So let's get that straight. That's important. I like to set my mirrors so that when I'm sitting in the riding position, I just barely see my elbows. And don't point it too much to the sky. There's going to be nothing approaching you from the sky. So I see my elbow a little bit in the side view mirror. This one over here, I'm looking at the ground. Good gracious. Let's set the cruise. He said, set the cruise. There we go. And then fix this guy. Boy, that one's really hard to adjust. Coming up to a red light. This will give me an opportunity. It's supposed to rain later today. I'm hoping that holds off because yeah, that's set pretty well. All right. I would love to meet up with Tom. We have been trying with Tom's Goldwing Adventures, trying to find a time that fits both our busy schedules, and it's almost impossible because I have his Utopia backrest that I need to give him. Anyway, so right now we're just out testing the camera with this new communication wireless setup. Another good thing about this setup is I can turn on voice command. And if I want to start or stop, I can do that. Stop recording. That is so cool. I can just say the commands. I don't have to reach up. I don't have to take my hands off the camera. Take a picture. Doesn't work while it's recording. Stop recording. Oh, that is just so cool. If this audio is at all usable, I have found another solution. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out with Tom. I really would like to get this to him today. Back in a little bit, channel. Stop recording. Oh my goodness, are the state troopers out on this holiday weekend? In the span of a mile or two, I've seen 3. I don't have 2 angles, channel. Because I really wanted to test this one angle, make sure the audio was correct. So for the remainder of this vlog, you're just going to see me and where I've been. Okay, I'm here at DFW Honda, going to pick up a few things. It's starting to cloud up, so I'm going to try to get back before the rains come. Couple things about this new communication between the helmet and the camera. The camera has a timeout. When it times out, it cuts off Bluetooth and does not automatically turn on Bluetooth again. So you have to actually turn that on every time you turn the camera on. So I'm going to look at disabling the auto off feature of the camera. That might help that. It'll burn through battery, but I don't care about that. I got plenty of batteries. So that was an issue. Also, as with anything else, the Bluetooth connection between my helmet and the camera a little bit interferes with the Bluetooth between the helmet and the bike. Not significantly so, but really delays some things, and the bike doesn't respond to some commands. So yeah, I'm not sure about this. Anyway, back in a minute. All right, good news. Tom's on his way. He'll be here in 15 or 20 minutes. I told him, heck, I can spend 15 or 20 minutes walking around in DFW Honda for sure. So he's coming to pick up his Utopia backrest. That's great. I'm happy for him. And yeah, so there's some issues to work through with this connection. I'm curious how the sound's going to be. Right now, the sound, I don't have my wireless mics, so you're just hearing right now the Ace Pro sound straight from camera. So anyway, if that's not too good, I'll try to work on it in post-processing. All right, I'm going to get Tom what he needs, say hello for a minute, shop around in DFW, and then head back to the house. I want to thank you guys for joining me this weekend. I hope, again, as I said at the beginning of the video, that you have a fabulous weekend with family. Just cherish these times. They are far too few. Lots of trikes out here. Look at this guy, Bumblebee in Goldwing trike form. That is super sweet. All black, Road Glide blue. My bike burgundy. Hey Mac, we got Bluebell all triked out. Goodness, this place is a trike powerhouse. Alright, I'm going to insert this little bit of video in between here. Just got home from DFW Honda. It started to rain on us out there. So my prayers that Tom made it home safely. He was out there to pick up the Utopia backrest. We did that transaction. We left in the rain. It was dry 10 minutes up the road my direction, but Tom's direction was looking pretty nasty. So a little prayer for Tom that he got where he needed to go. Road Glide also was out at DFW Honda, came in his car, but just came out to say hi and check on a few things. It was so good to see Road Glide again. Always a pleasure. And yeah, so made it back home. Oh, also one other thing. You guys, I don't think I've said this, but I changed out my Carlin kit wireless Apple CarPlay dongle in my little glove box. I changed it out because remember, it's been cutting out on me. I bought the quad lock version of that wireless dongle, and it acts very similar to, you know, setup and all, to the Carlin kit. But I'll tell you, I rode back from DFW Honda with it engaged the whole time, and it did not cut out once, so I'm encouraged by that. And I will talk to you again very soon. Until then, channel, ride safe, and God bless.